Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, home to the Liberty Flames, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this clash and filling up this stadium quickly. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Flames have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will get first crack at it today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove the entire college football world.
Oh, he's got some space. There he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Broncos, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lowry. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So Liberty's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. The Broncos will keep this drive going.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the third play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Buckley. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Let's talk for just a moment about Western Michigan. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Goes to the option. Finds a little space. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. And the Flames in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Trying play action. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Got his man down the middle.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
He's got 59 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. And the Broncos are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete out of the backfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Offense facing 4th down.
Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Lowry. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UCF found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Knights football today. Those folks in Orlando won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Turning it on! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll toss it. He's loose. Got enough for the first. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more.
Wide open spaces. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He's got it on the right. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Vasco. They'll run the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Williams. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Liberty! Great job by the back on the option.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give out of the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his target down the middle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy. And I know I'm going to get contact. You're going to the middle field on a slant. You're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
To the air, it's Lowry. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-them football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Flames line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg.
The Broncos will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Using his legs, it's Gray.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Basco. Swings it out to the flat. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
The kick is on its way. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a man in the middle. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Lowry. The throw, caught over the middle, it's Williams. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
And the Broncos will punt this one away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. The Flames will line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. From the gun, running back gets the give. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Got his man on the outside. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Liberty takes over, the Flames sending the offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Defense in press coverage. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be third and long. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Makes the grab. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points now to get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He slides that just inside the right upright. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten.
Oh, a lot of space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Creates a little room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Flames will have it first and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning on the Jets. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 30-yard line on first down. Here comes the option. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Flames didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Quarterback making checks. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Flames.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And the Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Caught in the backfield, it's Buckley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw, it's Lowry. Steps away. Quarterback gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Buckley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Oh, he's got a chance. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
On the play.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
Your game on the play. Make some noise, Flames fans. It's third down.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. This one from deep to try to win the game. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. That last field goal put them on top. They're feeling good, but they can't relax yet. Have to cover this kickoff well. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. No more room to run. They make the tackle right